And this is Midnight's video. The best for last. Let's see how it goes. Every way to screw up chicken breast and how to fix it. Watched by Babish. Let's do it.
Chicken breast.
Hell yeah.
Easy, right?
Hell
You
yeah.
buy it for $75 a pound. You boil it until it's white and dry as paper, and you drown it in hot sauce and you eat it, right?
$75 a pound?
Nowadays? In this economy?
In this economy?
It's expensive is what I'm trying to joke around about. We're having a good time. We're having a good time,
yeah,
Nate.
yeah,
It's expensive, you know? Wrong.
Yeah.
I put that in the wrong spot. It was referring to earlier. It is expensive. But earlier I was talking about how it's easy. Wrong. Well, it is easy. You could do that, but you'd be wrong. No, that's not what we're trying to say here. What are we trying to say?
I'm lost at this point.
Yeah. What are we doing? Chicken breast. Easy, right?
That sounds like
Buy it,
Markiplier.
Skinless and boneless. Throw it in the oven for 75 minutes. You cook it until it's pulpy, paper white and dry. You choke it down with your steamed broccoli and because you're a bodybuilder, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about here, basically.
Yeah. Get swole.
You have such nice arms. Well, how do you get your protein? You're vegan. How do you even do it? Well, you're weekday vegan.
Weekday vegan. Lentils.
Wrong. What I'm trying to say here is it's very, very easy to ruin chicken breast, and God knows I've done it.
Marshy, I just got $60 from Cat Sitting today. Nice. Nice. You can't even buy a video game with that anyway.
So, how do we do it right? Well, the only way we can find out is to see all the ways we can do it wrong. Let's start screwing up.
Hell yeah.
This episode is sponsored by Wild Grain, the first ever bake from frozen subscription box for sourdough bread, fresh pastas, and pastries. Wild Grain is incredibly convenient, from freezer to table in 25 minutes or less. No matter what your plans are, it's fun to have baked goods on hand that can be ready quickly. You can build your box with the items you want.
I'm not
from
skipping
bread
the
to croissants
sponsor.
to cookies, or you can choose a gluten-free or plant-based box filled with vegan goods, pastas, and croissants. Try Wild Grain for yourself. Use code Babish to get $30 off your first box, plus free croissants in every order. The link is in the description.
Okay.
What's my story with chicken breast? I can hear you asking out loud to your computer screen as though I can hear you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. In a recent episode about steak, I profiled what I think is the worst recipe I've ever made. But in retrospect, I think this one might take the cake.
Take the cake. Ew.
Basically,
Chicken cake?
we're way worse than that. I wish I had made a chicken cake. Instead, what I would do back in high school to try and impress people, I would take chicken breast, I would cut a slit into it. Everybody was stuffing things back then.
True.
And I would
stuff
the chicken breast filled with
damn.
basically a
Whoa.
spinach and artichoke dip mixture. So it's frozen spinach, artichoke hearts, cream cheese, and mozzarella. I would then
That sounds kinda
proceed
good.
to brush oil on the chicken breast so that then breadcrumbs would stick to it. So then I could bake it until it was done. Until the center of it, you know, the filling was 165 degrees and the rest of the chicken was effectively on fire. I would make this for like my girlfriend's family.
That's too much.
And more than once they would like cut into it and the chicken was not cooked. The chicken was just a pink. And then I would get mad because I was a child and I would direct my rage at myself outward. Not at them specifically, but I'd be like, okay, yeah, no, I'll put it back in the oven. Yes, of course, obviously, I'll put it back in the oven.
Yeah, of course.
Get all huffy about it. So without further ado, let's recreate one of my more shameful memories.
Oh, we already have.
Okay, well, okay, so then I'll talk to you
then. Don't microwave chicken. Now you can skip this section.
All right.
Oh,
where do we start making chicken breast?
Okay.
Well, I can think of only one fitting way. I don't know much about chicken breast, but I do know that I got this box over here, and when I put things inside of it and hit numbers, it gets hot.
Oh, he's actually going to skip it.
Right?
I mean, he's actually going to... Oh. He's actually going to do it.
20 minutes.
20 minutes?
This is a good idea.
Oh!
God. All right.
Very last 5.
There. Looks done. Got some fumes.
Yo.
We have made our chicken breast.
The
Can't imagine
Caucasian
it's gonna be
cuisine, baby.
bad. Feels a little tough.
Let's. Ew, no, you actually gonna eat it? Ew. Spit it out. Spit it out. Spit it out.
Well, Brad, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not great. It's pretty dry. It's pretty stringy.
What the fuck?
And it tastes like, you know, that distinct microwave flavor. I can't quite describe it. But it's as though, you know, you cooked it and then you took it outside on a rainy day and then you brought it back in. Anywho, this really funny thing that we just did is to illustrate that you shouldn't microwave chicken. We probably could have just said that.
Bro's getting salmonella times
Look,
3.
I'm a visual learner. When you microwave proteins, you're basically exciting these water molecules, making them move. That heats them up and it heats up the food. It's cool because you can heat food from within instead of from without, like you would in an oven or on a pan. But when you do that, not only are you going to dry out the chicken, you're going to make it really tough and stringy and rubbery.
You're also going to kill yourself.
Water in the bottom, you're effectively steaming it, which isn't the end of the world, but you're still going to end up with this really tough, rubbery chicken with a distinctly off flavor.
Distinctly off. Yeah, that's the salmonella flavor. Hey, you didn't skip it? You probably microwave nuggets too.
Poaching chicken is a popular way to prepare it.
Poaching chicken
salad. So, how do you do
I didn't know that.
Got my water violently boiling. Just drop it in the boiling water, right?
Oh. Bro thinks he's Gordon eating literally biohazard.
Of every way to screw up. This is the problem cabbage. And it's thrown at me in full force whenever I make a mistake.
Good.
And I made one just now. I dropped a chicken breast into violently boiling water. Why
Do it
is
again.
this a mistake? Well, I'll tell you. Because it's too hot.
It's too hot. That was a quick one.
If you cook a whole chicken breast
fuck?
in boiling water, what happens is the muscle fibers contract too quickly. And not only does it force moisture out of the chicken, it's going to make it tough and stringy.
Good.
So, how do you poach chicken breast? Well, my favorite way to do it is to bring the water to a boil, kill the heat entirely, drop the chicken breast in, and cover, letting the residual heat of the water take it up over 165. This is more akin to like a really, really low budget sous vide because you're just using a lower temperature to gently bring the chicken up to temp. The chicken up to chimp.
The chicken up the chimp, yes. Classic cuisine.
All right, got my chicken straight out of the fridge. You don't want to let these sit around at room temperature for too long, right? Problem, cabbage. Wrong. You do want to, you do. Maybe you don't want to cook chicken straight out of the fridge. It's cold. If it's cold, it's going to take longer for the heat of the pan to translate into the meat, right?
Yeah,
That's
of course.
Just thermodynamics.
That's just
You wanna
sound. That's
let
just
chicken
science.
breast at room temperature, about 30 minutes, maybe an hour. Not too much longer than that. Great opportunity to salt it, let it rest, let those seasonings permeate. It's going to increase your Maillard reaction on the outside. It's going to deeply flavor the chicken breast, and it's going to let it come up to room temperature so that it cooks more quickly and evenly.
Yeah, I'm learning all this. My breasts are all.
He said to oil the pan, and once the oil is shimmering, to add the chicken. Sounds easy enough, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
We all know what shimmering looks like, right?
Shimmering,
Especially when it's oil. It's a very clear descriptor. There's no room for problems to occur.
No, of course not.
Right?
Don't let the oil burn too
All
much.
Right. That looks like it's shimmering to me. I bet that's shimmering. So now I'm going to add the chicken.
Wait, is it still
Beautiful.
cold?
Oh yeah. Can't wait to eat this chicken breast.
You didn't season it.
Hang on a second. Oh,
Oh God, I had that happen
no.
before.
oh, what's become of this situation?
Oh no.
What's happening here? Wait a
My
minute.
worst fear.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh
What in
no.
God's name did I do wrong? So, cooking chicken in stainless steel, if you've ever tried it before,
Yeah.
it's a minefield. You want to make sure that it's really well preheated. Whatever oil in there, you want that also preheated to the point where it's almost smoking. Basically, if you don't preheat your stainless steel, the proteins of the chicken are binding with the metal, and it's damn near impossible to get them apart without
didn't know
tearing
that.
the chicken and ruining your dish.
Yeah.
So if you properly preheat stainless steel, you put the chicken in, it might still stick a little bit, but once a crust is formed, the proteins are denatured, they release from the steel, and then you can flip it, you got a nice crust, and no stickage.
I didn't
So,
know that.
Very tricky to cook in stainless steel, especially just bare naked
Also,
chicken.
don't
But you can do it.
cook in stainless
Lots
steel.
of fat,
How
lots
hard
of
is
meat.
that?
All right. Chicken brought up to room temperature. And I'm gonna
Yeah,
cook
that's
it
the pan I
in
like,
nonstick
baby.
this time, just to be sure.
Hell yeah, dude.
No,
Hell yeah.
sir. No sticking today.
We love
That's
to see
what
it.
non-stick means.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, that looks pretty done to me, right? Like it's got a
Who
great
knew?
crust on both sides.
Hell yeah.
So feels pretty done. Let's
No,
rock.
it's not.
Let's take it off the heat. Let's go over here.
Oh,
Lean it up.
thank you. Thank
You
you.
can't go off visuals or poking or any of that bullshit. Okay? When it comes to chicken, don't screw around.
Yeah.
This guy looks done, but what's the story on the inside? Uh-oh.
It's 95, ain't it?
Looks like somebody's gonna miss graduation because they got a case of the deads.
That's stupid. I was
preheated
almost
my
right.
pan.
I was off by
Heated
like
the
5
oil.
or 6.
It's non-stick. I seasoned the chicken. I let it come up to room temperature before frying, and I used a temperature probe to make sure that
Yes.
it's fully cooked.
Yes.
Now can I eat? Oh,
You didn't
finally.
season it, you son of a
Eat
bitch.
my kind of tough feeling chicken breast.
You done fucked up.
I cooked this chicken breast to 155, which should mean that it's moist, juicy, and delicious. However,
You
so here's the
stupid,
problem with
stupid guy.
frying a whole boneless, skinless chicken breast in a pan. And by the time you get this part up to temp, this part and everything around
think you need to cut
is
it.
going to be overcooked, dry, and stringy. Chicken breasts, especially boneless, skinless ones, need to be cooked gently.
Oh,
Best ways to do this, we'll get into that. But for now, don't try to pan fry a whole chicken breast.
yeah. Cut it
It's
up.
not going to go your way.
Yeah, no.
All right. Another very popular method for cooking chicken is baking it. Look at that. I'm not even sure if I need to say anything about this one.
A
Does this
gorgeous
look like a
Caucasian
good chicken breast
cuisine.
to you?
Can't say it does.
That's because by the time it gets
Tofu
there's
looking.
not enough heat in the oven to create a Maillard reaction around the outside of the chicken breast. So, baking your chicken breast, while I know it seems like the easiest and most straightforward option, and kind of is going to give you a really bad result. This is going to be dry and stringy on the outside. It's going to be, decent on the inside, but for the most part, it's going to look like hell. I mean, look at it. Look at it. Look at that.
One question.
Bro, that chicken looked like it came straight off the chicken mob on Minecraft, bro. It looked like it just plopped. And then you just picked it up and say, boom, chicken. That's what it looks like.
Subway oven bakes their chicken.
It's not a question, Brad.
Subway oven bakes their chicken?
You can't just put a question mark on the end of a statement and make it a
He
question.
can, and he did.
If it's good enough for Subway, why can't I?
I eat fried tofu is great.
They pressure cook it, Brad, you
Please tell me you season it.
moron.
Yeah, you
Also,
moron.
Subway chicken's bad. What are you doing?
What?
What point are you trying to make with this non-question?
I think it's been made.
I think so too.
I can't even, so this,
next
okay.
up, we have kind of an odd one for you folks. That is the question of blackened chicken.
Oh, God,
And
no.
I've never really made blackened chicken before in my life. I'm not from the South. So we have our own resident Southerner right behind the camera here. So we're going to swap places. And he's going to
He better sound like Longhorn Red Corn.
some
Wait,
blackened chicken.
So where are you from?
never mind.
I'm from Arkansas originally. Now I live in Nashville.
All right, so I think
Nice.
It's the South.
you to make
Yeah.
blackened chicken.
Okay. So blackened chicken. It's very simple actually. You're gonna take a chicken breast.
You
It's a little
dumbass. Oh,
slippery. And you're just gonna lay that down.
he already
We're
failed.
gonna add some kosher salt just on the outside here.
Finally, seasoning.
Two.
He's already Southern.
Isn't that beautiful?
You know he's Southern when he
I don't
put
want
that
to
salt
waste
on that
anything,
bad
so
boy.
I'm just gonna drag the unseasoned side through those seasonings there, and look at that. Look at that. How we haven't wasted anything. You know
Yeah.
what? Sometimes I like to get a little fancy. We're gonna just hit it with a little oil. Rub that in. And then
Ooh,
this is gonna go
bougie.
in the broiler for an indiscriminate amount of time
What?
until it's blackened.
What?
Yeah, we're just gonna throw it in the broiler.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just until it's blackened. So there you go. We'll see you in about 50 minutes.
FDA.
165 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, no, 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 FDA. We're raising our sons, Forrest and Whitaker. We're raising them to be immunocompromised. So I cook everything to 200,000 degrees. I don't trust those fat cats in Washington to tell me what's safe.
Yeah, those pompous
They like to play it
pricks.
fast and loose with the rules. Not around here.
Not around
we
the-
do not have rules.
Not in my backyard.
So, the
No.
FDA calls for cooking chicken breast to 165 degrees Fahrenheit. To be sure, this is the safest way to do things. However, you're going to experience a lot of moisture loss in as little as 10 degrees, from 155 to 165. To demonstrate, as such, I have prepared two almost identical pieces of chicken breast, one to which I've cooked, that's the way to say it.
Yes.
One to which I have cooked to 100. One's 150.
He's just like me, for real, for real.
Let's see
On
what
everything.
difference it makes. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You can
language is
see
hard.
right there. This guy, you can just see it's paperier. There's more layers
Yeah.
to it. You can see how much drier it is. So
Yeah.
this guy has been cooked to 155 degrees. This guy to 170. So you can see what a huge difference in texture and moisture content.
Oh, yes.
Just those 15 degrees will make. Now it's up
Very
to your
distinct.
comfort level where you want to push the chicken to. I like 150. That's just me. I've heard people go as low as 140, 145. That's not for me. I like 150. It's a point where it feels cooked. It doesn't feel slippery or anything, and it's going to have the
Bro,
maximum moisture.
your body
content,
temperature is gonna go
really tender,
150.
Toothsome feel.
If
as
you cook it
opposed
at
to
140.
dry and papery. Well, there's only one real test that I'm aware of. It's dry versus
Put some barbecue on it.
no comparison. You might have been able to see it when I was biting through it.
I can
Way
hear
more
it.
tender, way juicier,
I heard it.
way better.
And cooler.
And
Would be
we're
cool.
back. It's been about 2 hours. and,
Damn!
I think our blackened chicken is done. Let's check it out.
Okay.
All right. And look at that. It is chicken, and it is blackened.
As a black
Can't
man, I'm
deny that,
offended.
Can you?
Well, before I give you any feedback, how's it taste?
There's only one way to find out.
White people will do anything in their power to have some kind of taste to their goddamn chicken, bro. I swear to God. If he didn't season it with salt and pepper, that thing, they would have been nibbling at that fucking blackened chicken. Like, it has a nice charcoal taste to it. A little, I don't know. I'm too much in shock to like fucking make a fucking joke out of this.
So let's see. I'm just gonna eat this now. I'm just gonna eat it because that's what you do with food. This is gonna be good. So
I mean, this was all your idea. So
Yeah.
It only seems fair that you should eat something.
yes, this isn't something I just wanted to do for the thumbnail. Oh, listen to that.
Yeah,
that crust.
that's dragon scale, baby. Bro, I could,
That. All right.
bro, I could see the god. It looked so dry. It looked like ripped paper from inside of it. Look at that thing. Hold on.
I just wanted to do for the thumbnail. Oh, listen to that. Listen to that crust.
I can hear SpongeBob saying, "It's not just a boulder, it's a rock."
Look.
Bruh. It looks like freaking chowder. It looks so crumbly and oh god, dude. Nah. bro, with just with a few cuts from that knife, the knife just got duller. That butter knife went fucking. You know what? Never mind. I had a joke and it just vanished. But yeah, case in point, it's dry.
Look at that. All right.
Bro looks like the inside of that chicken. Distraught.
It is blackened chicken.
You should have got him for.
What?
He should have hit him hard enough to
not
make
blackened
her
chicken?
spit it out. He was fighting for his life trying to cut it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, go spit that out, bud.
Just
You
what
tried.
did Brad do wrong?
You did it for the bit.
Well, I'll tell you. Blackened chicken is not blackened at all by heat.
What he did wrong, he learned how to cook and then not do it. That's what he did wrong. Oh, fuck. Frick.
But rather by seasoning mix of pepper and other seasonings.
You don't say.
I do say. I just said. I thought the exact same thing when I was a kid. I was like, blackened chicken, that means that you cook it until it's blackened, correct?
No.
Maybe do a cursory Google search of what something is before you try to make it. Next up.
Wait, hold on. What did I think blackened chicken was before I knew the horrible truth? I thought, you know what I thought it was? I thought you would like smother it in like black pepper and then just like deep fry it. That's what I thought it was. Or like some kind of dark seasoning.
Brining. Very popular nowadays with the kids, with the little boys.
What the
Are
fuck?
your kids brining? The hot new way to boof weed?
I thought it was just seasoning with black people. That's crazy.
Pooping. Find out tonight at 11. Next
Crazy.
up, wet brining. It's what all the kids are doing nowadays
Who?
on the streets. But is it a good idea?
Oh
No,
wait, wet brining. Okay.
it's not.
Hey,
Wet brining is a
Better than any oth-
questionable
Wait.
practice, and I'll tell you why. It's because
Okay,
you
Grinch.
can indeed introduce salt and seasoning into the chicken and moisture, but what you're mostly introducing is water. Lots and lots of water.
some kind of jerk
So
seasoning?
the chicken
Yeah.
will
I thought
turn
so.
out juicier, but it also, that juice will be water. It won't be chicken juice, it'll be water juice.
And
So you're ending up with waterlogged chicken, basically.
drown
You
that
know,
bitch.
If you're doing an intense cooking method or something like that, where
Deep
you really
fry it.
need to have extra moisture in there, not the end of the world, but it's not the beginning of the world either.
Would it have saved my blackened chicken?
Not at all. Nothing could, nothing will. In fact, that's the only chicken breast that we're not going to use in our recycling of all these chicken breasts. Anybody who's worried about waste, we are using all the chicken breast today to make a nice big old chicken salad.
Yeah, he's dead. Wait, bro.
So you're saying the only
Bro, he's not. He can't use that Minecraft chicken, bro. It turned obsidian. He can't make it any work. He can't make it work, dude. Lord have mercy.
food waste today is my fault?
Yes, it's your fault.
Well,
What's up
it
with
was
all
your
these?
idea and something you did. Does that make it your fault?
Well, when you say it that way.
Too bad it's a chicken episode.
So,
Ah.
what is the solution to the oblong chicken breast
Stop
problem?
cooking.
Well,
You're wasting all
I
precious
like the
resources.
butterfly. How to butterfly? Well, we're going to cut basically along the width of the chicken breast. We're going to
Yeah.
do it from this sort of oblong side over here
Yeah.
toward the straight side. That way, when we open it up like a book, it's got a nice sort of clean seam. And you're mostly home at this point. You could probably cook that as is, but an even better way to go is to, holy sh**, end of an era. I've had this cling film since we were in Soho. This is older than you are. Wow, I'm gonna immolate this in a
What happened?
in a big bonfire out back. You've served us well. Now you have a thinner
Oh, it was
chicken breast
just
that is going
not
to cook
enough?
quicker. So you can hit it with high heat and you can cook it all the way through without creating too much of a dry, stringy layer on the outside. But to get it even better, you want to pound it out until
Yeah.
it's an even thickness.
This is
Don't
what
have
I be
meat
doing.
mallet? No problem.
It was 914
A fry
sheets
pan
in
or
one.
other
He had it for a while.
Thing?
Oh. Okay.
That works just fine
Yeah,
too.
bang it out, baby. Like,
Plastic wrap. Totally safe. So, if you are pan
Bruh.
frying chicken breast, this is the way to do it. So long, final sheet of plastic wrap. And this isn't going to be as safe, but I have to do it ceremonially.
he later died that same evening.
Look at it fly. All right, got this nice and pounded out, and head over to the stove top and cook it.
What the fuck?
Problem cabbage is absolutely right. Now is a good time
To season
to
it.
sort of dry brine. We went over, presumably at this point in the edit, who knows, that wet brining is not a great idea. Dry brining is. However, you don't really want to do it for too long with a boneless, skinless breast, because if you let it go, let's say overnight in the fridge, it might turn out a little rubbery, chewy, jerky-like on the outside.
Jerky.
Because it doesn't like to be dry brined that much. I'm not going to give you any more explanation.
You don't know what it likes.
Just that's what happens, okay? But a little bit of dry brining at room temperature, remember we got to let this guy come up to room temp before cooking him, is not only going to more deeply flavor the meat, it's going to tenderize it.
Bro, just
So,
fry the
hit both
bitch.
sides with just a little sprinkle of salt. But this is going to penetrate the meat, it's going to tenderize it, it's going to
Penetration!
and it's going to give us time to let this breast come up to room temperature before we get to frying. So,
Bro,
popular way to
stop
tell
doing that.
whether
That's a
or not
jump
pan
scare
is
for me.
properly preheated,
Please
a little splash of
stop.
Water, see if it dances across the surface.
Woo! 4th of July, baby. Dumbass.
Make a note you want to do that before adding the oil. So, got the pan nice and well lubricated, ripping hot. In goes
Fantastic.
the chicken. And to get the browning super duper even, I like to weigh it down. Anything you got that's flat,
Ooh.
heavy. Just to be clear, you don't have to do that, but that gives you a nice even brown crust. Let's see how we're looking. All right, so the white is climbing up the sides of the chicken. It's more than half cooked, which means we can flip it. It's nice and evenly brown, and it's gonna cook very, very quickly. The faster you cook a butterflied chicken breast, the better. The less heat you expose it to, the more of a crust you're gonna form, and the less the middle sort of protected meat is gonna be overcooked or tacked by too much heat. No real need for a temperature gun here. You can pretty much tell when it's done by look and feel. Once the thickest parts are nice and firm, you've got good browning all over, it's pretty much gonna be done. Sizzling like fajitas.
With no
Let's
season.
cut into it and eat. Oh, problem.
You gotta let it rest, you
What problem
idiot.
can't you identify? I did two things wrong here. First, I didn't let it rest. Just
Yeah!
like almost any protein, you want to let it rest after cooking. All the meat fibers are tensed up right now. And if you cut into them, they're going to piss juice everywhere and you're going to lose moisture.
Fuck yeah.
Now, once it's rested, you're
yeah.
going to cut across the grain. You can do this a couple different ways. You can just find the grain and be sure to cut, in the opposite direction. Now, the grain's kind of going all over the place with the chicken breast, especially a butterflied one, so you got to be aware of that. We have the seam right here, and that's where the
Bro, I just thought of a good thumbnail if I ever clip this. It's just me like being like, it's just me doing like this. And then just in the thumbnail, just like, you fucking donkey. I'm fucking Gordon Ramsay. I'm just like, you idiot sandwich. All right, anyway, I just thought that would be funny.
grain direction changes, so we can cut right there and then do cuts across the grain from there. Or a way to just kind of cut across all the grains at once is to cut on a bias, a heavy bias, like that. That way you can make sure the meat fibers are nice and small, hot, and the chicken's very tender. If you want chicken
fucking
breast,
donkey.
boneless, skinless, pure protein, fast and easy, this is the way to do it. If you try to do it whole in the pan, it's gonna be super dry and stringy on the outside. It's gonna take forever. This took, what, 5-6 minutes, if that? And you end up with really juicy, flavorful chicken that's perfect for salads, it's perfect for anything. This guy's ready to go. And even if you did this in a stainless steel pan instead of a non-stick, you
Ew.
used a ton of fat. It's not soaking up that fat like a sponge. You're definitely gonna get a little bit, but for the most part, still quite healthy, even if it's swimming in fat when it's cooking, which it shouldn't be doing.
Don't tell me what to do.
So we already
What?
saw how to make a good boneless, skinless chicken breast. What about bone-in, skin-on? This is how you're gonna have the ultimate chicken breast experience. It's less healthy, it's a little more fussy, but it's gonna be the highest expression of the medium. First things first.
That shit looks
dry
so
brine.
unseasoned,
We're
yeah.
going to lightly hit the outside of the top. and
Finally!
bottom with a nice sprinkle of kosher salt. Now this guy's gonna hang out at room
Oh,
temperature for
hell
1
yeah.
hour, or ideally for a few hours up to overnight uncovered in the fridge. Let me show you what
What?
happens when that
Ew.
happens. Here's before and after. You can see that the skin is a deeper yellow. It's really dried out. That's a good thing. Drying
Okay,
out
if
the
you say
skin
so.
means that there's going to be less moisture that needs to evaporate when it hits the pan, means it's
Okay.
going to brown and crisp up faster.
Okay.
And that's the name of the game when putting a crust on bone-in, skin-on, because we want to get this crusted as fast as possible so we're not traumatizing the actual white meat chicken with too much heat.
Don't
Now comes
traumatize the
cooking
white
part.
meat chicken.
You got two options here. One, to preheat the pan with oil in it. Until it's
Another
just almost
stain.
smoking. Lay down the chicken carefully away from you and put a crust on it.
I
that
hate
way.
that pan,
But
dude.
there's another way to do things that's a little less scary. I'm gonna hit the pan either way with high smoke point oil. Now you can, like I said, you can preheat this, or if we want to go a little crazy, we're gonna just put this right now in a dang old cold pan.
You
that? Is that making
monster.
anybody uncomfortable out there? I know it's
Yes.
making me uncomfortable, but
I'm triggered.
This is going to do two things. Ensure that we have really good, complete, flat contact with the bottom of the pan, ensuring that the skin is all going to get some heat. And it's going to allow the skin to heat up more slowly and render out more of its own fat, getting it crispier, getting it crispier. That's it. Now, just
Okay.
like the boneless, skinless,
Is it
if
worth it?
possible, I like to weigh things down. You can use a heavy pan like we did before, or I have these chef weights. These are endless.
What pan do I want? I want, like a, I almost said stainless steel. I want a non-stick pan, or I usually like either just bake my chicken. Just like I put like, aluminum foil on it, like season it with some like, salt, pepper, maybe some like, maybe like even like garlic powder, or what's it called? I don't know, like cayenne pepper or some shit. Whatever, right? And then like you just wrap it up, and then like you bake it. I don't do this pan frying scheisse unless it's like my salmon, in which case, hell yeah. No, I don't. We even with stainless steel or whatever it's called, pan frying too hard. No, it's just more juicy in the oven. Plus, I don't like when the oil like jumps out at me and like hits my skin like it's a hate crime. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's fair.
Useful. I'm just going to plop that right on top. This is going
Bro,
to
what is
ensure
happening with
that the skin is making flat, even contact
Never mind.
with the bottom of the pan. Heat on to medium high. All right, things are just starting to sizzle. This is when we want to stop messing with it. It's probably going to start sticking to the pan. That's a scary thing, but a good thing. The proteins are bonding to the metal of the pan. They will release when they've been denatured and when they have a great brown crust. That's the Maillard reaction. This is all science I know in the world. It's the only science I know.
good for you.
Patience now is the name of the game.
This looks awful. This looks so
You don't want to
awkward.
pull it too early because if it sticks, we could rip the skin. That sounds painful. Oh yeah, okay, we're there. So now,
What are you gonna do now?
it's peeling away easily, and it's beautifully, evenly brown. Look at that.
No, it's not.
Now I'm gonna let it sit on this side for just a little bit on medium heat, just to get the heat going. And then I'm finishing this guy off for the rest of the way in an oven.
That's
You'll
what she
also
said.
notice that I flipped the chicken exactly back onto the space that it was in. See how the fond on the bottom of the pot is covered by the meat again? That will burn if it's not covered. When it's in direct contact with the chicken, it insulates it from burning. So to maintain the fond on the bottom of the pot, try to flip the chicken exactly to where it was. All right, just a solid minute on this side, and now it's headed into a 425 Fahrenheit oven, preferably with convection. That's gonna continue to crisp up the skin that didn't get hit by the pan.
See,
Then
this
we're gonna
takes
take
too
it
long.
off, rest it, and build a pan sauce. There she is, our chicken breast.
Yeah, I would never do this.
Now,
I'll
was
just bake
shooting
it.
for 150 at the thickest point, 152. Wha-bam. I'm gonna take this guy
Wha-bam.
off, put
Wha-bang.
him on his very own plate to rest, and now
The skin. Fry
we're gonna
that
use this good
bitch.
stuff to make us a pan sauce. Follow me, won't you?
That little stuff. Okay.
Medium high heat. This fond is right on the edge.
Put
of
some
burn.
sugar on
So
that
if you
bitch.
overheat this fond naked in the pan, it's gonna burn. So as soon as the oil starts to shimmer, as soon as it starts to travel around with ease, We're adding 1 chopped shallot. Now,
Oh,
when you
yeah.
add things like onions and shallots to the pan, they release moisture as they cook. Moisture releases the fond off the bottom of the pan. So you can see over here, the fond is absolutely glued to that pan. I'm not getting it up. But the spaces under the onion, you can see I can start scraping it up.
If you
the
say
onions
so.
have released moisture that allow the fond to come off. Let's turn down the heat a little bit. I really don't want that fond to burn. And I'm gonna cover it right up with those shallots, so that way its moisture shows me a good time. What?
Huh?
With your moisture? Nice.
I'm moist.
After these shallots
What?
are sauteed for
Pause.
just, about a minute, starting to get translucent around the edges.
I'm
adding
not.
2 small cloves of crushed garlic. Saute those for just a moment. And then I'm gonna deglaze the pan with about a 1/2 cup of chicken broth. Now, if that stuff
There
didn't
it
come up
is.
before, it's definitely coming up now. There it goes. See, that's the last of it. The fond and the sauce are now
Shut up,
one.
boy.
In addition to the chicken broth, I'm going to squeeze the juice of 1 lemon in here. You'll notice I'm using a sieve, which seems a little ridiculous for squeezing a lemon, but it's
Nah.
not the last time I'm going to use this sieve, so don't laugh at me yet. And you didn't laugh.
It's
but
pretty fair. It's pretty
It's
good.
up to me not to feel hurt by it, you know?
Bruh.
See, I have to make the decision not to let your laughing at me get to me. It's up to you how someone else makes you feel.
Yes, it is. The more you...
I'm also going to throw in a couple sprigs of thyme just to aromatize things. That's not a word. Just
Ooh,
to add,
bougie.
add some thyme flavor. That's why you put thyme in things, is to add thyme flavor.
Yeah.
We are reducing this until it's
I love the
almost
time.
gone.
Bro,
Like, I want to reduce this down to a few tablespoons.
bruh, I love the I love the taste of 11:30 a.m., dude. I love that time flavor.
Because
Oh my god, these things.
that's how you do it. That's why. Okay, all right.
Why didn't he
we're
just
there.
cook the chicken in the chicken broth?
We're there.
Ah,
As you can see, I've reduced the liquid down to a couple tablespoons to the point where if I drag a spoon or a spatula like this through the mixture,
Ooh, buttery.
it is leaving a trail. Now I'm going to kill the heat and I'm going to mount it with cold butter.
That's a lot
You
of
want
butter.
it to be like almost a 50-50 ratio.
Oh,
butter
God.
to other stuff. And we're
He's
gonna whisk
scraping it with
constantly 'cause if you
metal?
let it sit there,
Stop!
It will separate. It will break. Now, you
Use
can
a rubber
absolutely
one.
Fish out the thyme sprigs and the garlic cloves and just serve this as is. That
You
is fine.
disgust
I've
me.
definitely done that. I've done
You
that on the
freaking
show.
donkey.
Or you can pass this guy through a fine mesh sieve. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of fresh parsley. This is gonna brighten it, add some vegetality. Beautiful. Let's give it a taste. Look at how thick and glossy and beautiful that is.
All this for one bone-in chicken breast. I could never do it.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Wow, that's
I
good.
could never
A little
do
bit
it.
of salt, a little bit of FGP. Whisk that up.
Bro-
And it's totally room temperature right now. That's fine. We got a nice hot chicken to put it on top of. Speaking of which, it's been a little under 10 minutes. This guy's ready to carve. This guy has no wingette in the back. It only has the rib cage on the bottom. So to debone this guy basically means very carefully cutting underneath the breast, trying to keep it intact in one big old honking piece. There we go, right like that.
Yeah, but you're
Oh,
scratching up the
it's
metal,
crispy.
though.
Let's see if it's juicy.
Granted, it's
shall
not
we?
like a knife, but it's still scratching them. It
see
still
that?
makes it.
Wow, it's
Ooh!
fucking hot. See, don't
Hell
be afraid to
yeah.
let the chicken rest. It's still ripping hot. It will stay ripping hot
Ripping
as long as you
hot.
don't cut it up for like 10, 15 minutes. And it's sauce o'clock. Look at that stuff. Look at the way that
All this
stuff
for that one chicken.
is. There you have it.
Glorious.
Beautifully sauced, perfectly tender, crispy on the top, juicy on the inside. Breast of chicken. And let's see how. the
Yeah, it does
business
look good.
is.
Yeah.
Nice crispy skin, lots of sauce. One of life's great pleasures. Chicken breast? You could have fooled me.
Wait, wait, wasn't it a bone?
this is
Wait, whoa, wait, hold
one of
on.
my favorite protein experiences.
Wait,
It's often
fucking.
thought of as the
First of
most
all,
bland.
I'm gonna keep it. Oh, it's already almost over. Wasn't it? Didn't he say it was bone in? Didn't he say this was bone in? What happened to the bone in wing? Breast. Oh, he just said he cut it off the bone. I didn't hear that. Okay.
And
It didn't look cut
most
at all.
boring, other synonyms like that kind of protein. But you can, if you dress it up, if you pay a little bit of attention to it, if you make sure that you're paying attention to your method and using the right one for your application, you can end up with something really, truly transcendent of the chicken medium. I keep wanting to say diaspora. What's wrong with me? Anyway, I hope you guys learned a thing or two today. I know I did. Let me know in the comments what you want to see me screw up next.
I've learned to never let this man cook. Never. Babish, you're done. You, my guy, unlike your food, are cooked. All right, I'm done. I'm done. This fucking guy. Holy shit. I know he, bro. So many chickens were harmed in the making of this video, in more ways than one. And I, as a glorified black man, am offended. All right. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I did. He literally just shows him cutting it out. I wasn't paying attention. I was still kind of angry that he was just making all that sauce for one chicken. I saw red and white. That was like, bro, I could never. Obviously, the video was to show how to fuck it up. Yeah, I know, but he did it too well. You know what I mean? Like, there was so much Caucasian cuisine that I just had to, like, while I was watching this, I already bought like a 12 pack of like chicken breast, and I'm already eating I'm already cooked it up. I'm already grilling it. I'm grilling it, frying it, just to get my mind off this video. You know how it is.